Okay, let's see if we can get any jobs out of here. Oh, clicked on the wrong one. Right, up to the middle, Austin. Corpus Christi we've done. Houston we've done. Can we go up the west side maybe? West side of scrap metal take us through McAllen to Laredo. That's a pretty decent one. Different trailers to Laredo, plows, forklifts, waste paper. 15 tons. And then the stupid one. We haven't hauled that yet. That's not too far away from where we are, but it ends in an hour. So I have to be quick. Don't know if we can make it in an hour. I honestly don't think we're going to make it now. We're just looking at the passage of time, though. That will take more than an hour to get to. It's fine, we're not going to miss anything. Trucking gloves, exactly. Alrighty then. Let's plot our way out of here. Can we go that way? Yes. We'll go that way because we already drove that way on the way in. Then we'll go pay that a visit. We can go our way through McAllen. Carry on to Laredo. So we'll go that way. No game, please. No game. What are you doing? Really? Wait, what is so... What? This is like really strange one-way system going on down here. Okay, right, whatever. Then we'll make the drop, and then we'll go and see what this is over here. That looks like a really nice trucking stop, I think. How are we for fuel? Half a tank. Okay. I know these like silo things are here. Is that where they assemble a rocket horizontally, maybe? This looks like a ridiculous road to pull onto. Yeah, brakes are a lot better now. Don't feel like they're made of cheese anymore. Oh my life, dude. Why? Why did you stop that? Why? What was the point of that? He literally stopped. He had a completely clear road. It feels like an insurance scam. This is a cool junction. You're not kidding, Valtiel. Nah, I've not done a steering wheel shootout. I'm not so sure it is that much better in an ETS car. I'm fairly sure it's the same code. Why would they have two different code bases for the AI vehicles? It's doing that oscillation thing again, look. I think it's the auto censoring. Why is he stopped? Wait. What the heck? He's literally road sweeping. I have never seen a road sweeper in this game. That was coming. I knew that was coming. Squeeze me. Chris?
Talking of cowboys earlier, I once seen a glow loader that was transporting a traction engine, and on the back of the cab it said 480 horses and not a cowboy in sight. Hate to look after all those horses.
I like that. I don't know, Big Bang. Yeah, but Raven, just because most trucks have gone to auto, why does that mean that you're better off playing with auto? Like, a truck... I've been in a cab with a guy that trains truck drivers, and he said to me, he said, a manual, like, an experienced trucker with a manual gearbox will always beat an automatic gearbox. He said, the only reason they have automatic gearbox is because it raises the average of all the poor truckers out there who drive very inefficiently. But from a sim experience perspective, if you go automatic, fine, absolutely fine. But to say you're better off going automatic just because real life trucks do that, I don't agree with that. If you want a bit of immersion and a bit more involvement, a manual gearbox will give you that. If you're doing like thousands of miles a week, then an automatic gearbox reduces the fatigue, doesn't it? It's just put your foot down and off you go. Well, I would advise you to get a manual license as well, L. Phillips. I made sure all my kids got manual licenses, even if things are going to automatic. Well, you know, they're going electric and there won't be any gears in them anyway, so there won't be a gearbox. Again, Shamrock, I think it depends on how experienced the driver is. The license for manual in the UK, yeah. If you get your license on an automatic, you can't drive a manual gearbox car. That's a separate thing. Like if you get a manual gearbox license, you can drive an automatic, but it doesn't reciprocate the other way. Which is why you're better off just getting a manual gearbox license and then you can do whatever. Well, how many cars in the US have manual gears? The US is a good anti-theft mechanism. Lol. Oh yeah, I'm sure you do get tired of shifting in towns all the time. What on earth is this? That is just weird. I don't know. It's just entirely weird. Freightliner. Was that the Nord Stream? That was Nord Stream 2. Oh wait, that wasn't finished. Dials look painted on. PJE Web, thank you for 74 months. Yes, Bandita's line. Nielsman, thank you for 2 years. Custom paint. What do you mean, Guardian? No indigo, not at all. Seminators, thank you for 82 months. Years ago, yes. Now, no. It's second nature now. John Fezza, how you doing? This is all stock. I have no mods. This is in the game. Everything you see is in the game. I have no mods. What? You just brake tested him? USMC, thank you for 62. The more you do it, the less weird it gets, Phantom. Do they make obnoxiously long trucks, stick shift system driving? I don't think anybody particularly makes them, no. I have seen sim rigs with them, but I think they've had to probably get some parts from a breaker's yard or something. I don't think you're ever going to see Logitech make a full-size truck shifter. Really, game? Alaskan Truck Simulator. Did that game ever get released? Nope, we have not been in a way station. Really? It's still not out? Blimey. You know it's gonna suck, don't you? Comes out in a few weeks. What, just in time for Christmas? If I was a betting man, I'd say it's going to be rubbish. But we'll see. 7th of December. Early access. Right, okay. Bought a demo out a while back, it was awful. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yeah, I think so. I think it's the one where you get out and change your wheel and shoot rabbits. Something weird like that. I don't know what angle they're aiming at, you know? Are you trying to be a truck sim? Are you trying to be a survival sim? Are you trying to be both? It's like Long Dark makes American truck sim, isn't it? Capac, thank you for 71 months. Survival trucking. You'd have to have a detailed sim to do a survival trucking properly. I don't think that's going to be it. Yeah, but it would have been really badly optimized. Show good right side driving in Canada. Wait, Flopsy Doodle, where do you live? Oh, right, okay. Most people from Canada struggle with driving in Canada. Lol. Yeah, it was a day. It was carnage, B Sharp, in the 60s. There was a day in the 60s when they switched from driving on the left to driving on the right. And it was absolute chaos on the roads. Like 1964 or something. You couldn't get away with it in pretty much any country now. There's too many vehicles, too many signs. You could not switch it. It's quite an open countryside up this road, isn't it? Tell you what, Mrs. Squirrel's not bringing me cups of tea. Let's put in a complaint. Oh, here she is. Finally. Finally. 2 hours. Look at that. 2 hours and she brings me a cup of tea. Hey? Yeah, that was at 4 o'clock. That was amazing timing, wasn't it? She snuck in just as I said that. That's amazing. People in the US don't know how to use roundabouts to rush into it all at the same time. Because they're relatively not a common thing, are they? They're not. Probably nobody has been taught by a driving instructor how to use a roundabout because there's not that many around. I don't know. Maybe it varies from state to state. It's like me as a guy from the UK, right? When I first went driving in the States and I got to a junction where there was a 4-way stop sign and I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what the protocol is. You know, I've got to a sign here, it says stop. Somebody opposite has pulled up, it says stop. There's a guy to my right and left, and it says stop. Who goes? I've no idea. Because we don't have that kind of junction. So we don't know how to deal with it. Like, we have a junction like that, we'd literally put a roundabout there. Yeah, I know that now, Bandida. I know now that whoever gets there first generally goes for... I know that now, but I didn't. Because we don't have that kind of a junction. Well, I'd actually heard of turn right on red before, and I actually agree with it. Like, I kind of wish we had turn left on red in the UK, because you know, if it's safe to go, just why not? Makes sense. Just keep the traffic moving. But I do wonder, like, why... Wait, what? I do wonder why America doesn't adopt more roundabouts. Because, you know, in the right circumstances, they're very efficient. After some engine. They are now, fair enough. Like in the UK, they've gone bonkers on roundabouts. They're used too much in the UK. They put them in ridiculous places. Some of the roundabouts, we call them mini roundabouts. They're literally a painted circle on the ground because the junction is so small, there shouldn't be a roundabout there. So they put them in dumb places. Yeah, double minis are also equally stupid. And don't ever go down to that roundabout in Swindon. Ty, if you came to the UK and I took you to the set of roundabouts in Swindon, it would blow your mind. It would blow your mind. Because even when you see it on a map, you look at it and you're like, what? But let me tell you, when you're on the ground in your car and you approach the roundabout, woo! It's something else. Like, what the heck is that? Look at that junction. The state of that. When you approach the magic roundabout, as it's called, in a car, you get to a roundabout and you can see all these vehicles and you just think, my brain can't compute who has priority here. You find yourself stopping, looking around, tentatively getting on a roundabout, and then just flooring it and getting out of there. That's what you do. You just get out of there as quickly as you can. It's horrible. It's worse at ground level. Trust me, Chris. Google Maps makes it look easy. Drop onto Street View. If you want to really experience it, go to Street View and then click near the roundabout and imagine you was in a car trying to get from here to like over there and try and think about what you'd do while there's all these other cars swimming around. It is just bonkers. I think they tried it in Pro Mods, Ty, if I remember. Pro Mods did it. What? Did you see that guy? Did you see the acceleration on that? Yeah, sat-navs can't navigate you through it because the spoken instructions don't make any sense. Because it'll say at the roundabout take the second exit, but by the time you're on that roundabout it can't tell you what to do. It just can't explain its way through it. There's no reference points when you're in the middle of that thing. He's just driving around having a laugh, isn't he? We've been there, Space Park. We went there. No, we didn't buy a t-shirt. They're too expensive, $40. I went to Kennedy Space Center and bought the jacket though. And I went to the Boeing shop and bought a t-shirt. Hey Ty, have you tried X-Plane 12 at all? Just wondered what it was like, if they'd done anything good. Fair enough. Green? Red? Yes, emerged chaos. It's complete madness, yes. It shouldn't exist. Nope, not that one. U-turns legal in the UK? Mostly not, no. People do them. Like taxi drivers do them a lot in London. They're not legal or illegal. They're kind of... Unless there's a solid white line in the road, then you can do it, but obviously you have to do it safely. So they're kind of in that grey area, I guess.
Just joined. Oh my gosh, trucking again and Texas preview. I am so excited and spoiled. Hype, hype and more hype.
Fire Tiger, we've been playing all day, so you've got the other stream to watch as well. Thank you for the bits. See, that I'd find that weird, Mr. Anderson. Like, you go from one state and something you can do becomes illegal as you cross the border, and then it becomes legal again when you get on the other side. I'm trying to remember what you can do in what state. Is map as massive as we thought it would be? I'll show you now. So get this. Trailer maneuvering bonus. I got 25 XP. I got 25 XP for turning left and driving it into the bay. Do you remember this afternoon when I had to basically pull up alongside of a building and then reverse it 90 degrees into a parking bay with a wall down the side? I got 40 XP for it. Do you remember that? It's just bonkers. If the new daylight savings time bill passes, each state will decide if they want to stay on standard time or daylight time permanently. Oh my god, can you imagine that? So each state opting to... Oh my god. Sommy's playing plates up, by the way. I bet Hannah is as well. Anyway, what does the map look like? There you go. That's the map right there. That's the state. Bear in mind, that's the rest of ATS now. So you kind of get this. And this afternoon for 4 hours, we drove from Hobbs here. We went round there like that. And I think we stopped about here. And then after the break, we carried on, went this way. So we've done that in about 6 hours. Yep. So I'd say you've probably got 30 to 40 hours of driving, even without exploring the details. It's quite a lot of drivability. Let's go to... I want to have a look at this. I want to have a look at this as well. We'll go there, and then we'll go here. Then decide where we're going. Can I get more states unlocked if I wasn't on the Steam page? If it wasn't on the Steam page? Can I get more states unlocked if it wasn't on the Steam page? I think they're all on the Steam page, aren't they? Daylight Savings Bill was created by Florida because we don't like it being dark at 5 PM in the winter. I mean, the further north you live, the more the kind of more exacerbated the problem gets, doesn't it? Because the further north you are, the longer the days and night cycles, like the bigger the cycle. So it affects you more. I think we need some fuel. Thank you for 91 months, Battle Cattle. You don't care when it gets dark. Well, the original premise is to try and keep school kids from walking home in the dark, wasn't it? Or walking to school in the dark. That was part of the reason for it. But these days, most kids get dropped off in vehicles anyway. Like, not many kids walk to school. Does this just take a long time? Or do you have to be really close to it, I wonder? Oh, there it goes. Indigo Thunder, thank you for 7 months. Well, I agree, Captain Flint. And the more north you are, that's what I'm saying, the worse it is. How did you get $1 million so fast? I have 48 million. Let's see what the grey car does. Oh. He's tailgating really badly. Yeah, that's an M. That's 47.3 million. I don't know what the rules are here. I can't believe it, Ross. With 47 million, you'd retire from truck driving and do what? That cop just saw me do that and didn't bat an eyelid. He'd travel, interesting. I could have a lot more money than this in the game. I just buy more trucks and drivers. But it's just... you end up with so much money, you just don't care anymore. It's not like you have to micromanage your drivers or trucks ever. Ever. They never leave the company, they never ask for a pay rise. The vehicle you buy them never wears out. It just prints cash. No, I've got nowhere near maxed out on the drivers. I could get loads more. It's pointless though. I think, you know, they keep it as a trucking game and not a management game. I think that's the angle. If they started putting that stuff in, you get a load of people saying, I don't want truck management, I don't want to manage employees, I don't care for that, I just want to drive my truck. So you'd have the other end of the scale. Actually, I get service. Actually, no, we'll get... let's get service here. You'd be one of those people, there you go. And I wouldn't blame you for saying it. Because it says truck simulator, not truck management simulator. What on earth are those gloves you're wearing? What are they? They are Spider-Man gloves. And they do indeed fit like a glove because I bought the correct size. I measured my hand, as the website told me, and bought the right size. Now we're going to go and visit the big truck stop. They're probably not dissimilar to mountain bike gloves or karting gloves. You know, similar thing. Holy smoke, look at this. This is that, look at the size of this. Oh, it's got a truck wash as well. We're going to go and try the truck wash. I don't think it'll work because your truck doesn't get dirty, but we'll have a look. We're not running on breakers. We've got loads of fuel left. Absolutely loads of it. Look, you see the fuel tank there? 25%. Kenny, thank you for 3 years. Happy anniversary, Kenny. Let me go in there first, have a look around. There's the weigh station. There's the car wash or truck wash. Which doesn't appear to do anything. That one's closed. Calculating route. There you go. Oh, look, my truck is so clean. Oh, that car wash was amazing. Let's go and have a look over here. Oh, hey. Wait, is that the exit? Why did he get in then? I'll go on the next one. There's so many trucks parked up. Look at that. That's pretty neat. Hot dog, $1.39. Wow, that's cheap. Surely you can't get a hot dog for $1.39. Okay, let's have a look where we want to go. So, how do you pronounce that? Laredo? We'll go out that way. Kind of want to head Del Rio way if we can. Fort Stockton. Try and come up this way. We can always do this middle bit next week. Laredo? What? How is that Ray? English plus. Austin, Barstow. What? Brownsville. There's one, oh, Fort Stockton one here. It's not an English word. What is it? We could do this super long job here to deliver some forklifts literally down the road. Does that make sense? Look how many jobs there are for Laredo to Laredo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they all expire in like 5 minutes. San Antonio. Right, okay. We're going to have to go. How many can you do in an hour? I think they'll all expire by the time you get to them. I think we'll do this one. We'll go up to Fort Stockton. We'll see what we can catch on the way. Why does it want us to exit this complex, I wonder? If Laredo is Spanish, then Laredo is definitely not the correct pronunciation. I agree with that as well. What is this traffic doing? It's completely bottlenecked. We've only got 24 minutes. Oh, that's a bit far for 24 minutes. Rip. Where is it? Actually, it isn't. Okay. I'm not going to get there in 24, are we? missed. I think it's up the road, isn't it? That's it. There it is. You saw nothing. Random. Okay, let's have a look. Which way we want to go? Ah, that's annoying. I'll have to get that. That's probably just a recruitment thing, but we'll get it, then we'll head out of here. And then, let's have a look. There's something cheekily. Oh, look at that. The dirt of it. The absolute dirt of it. I need to try and remember to nip up the road for that when we get to Del Rio. I hope that triggers Del Rio when we go that way. Then we've got whatever that is. Wait, what? So to get to this, I have to go off the road down that way and then back out. That must be like underneath. That is annoying. If you got the guy who wants to go down the road, there's another thing you need. What, are you talking about this one? Or are you talking about something else? Are you talking about that one? Yeah, I don't care for that one yet. That's 2 inland. We'll get whatever that is by default by the look of it. And then we'll go up this way. That's going to be on the wrong side of the road. We'll sort that out when we get there. Hey, Jeff. Can you open the gate? Thanks, mate. No, we rehired Jeff. He came back. Hey, Zarek. Not using any mods. We couldn't keep Jeff sacked forever. I feel like I need to play The Sims and recreate Jeff. Like, what we need to do is play The Sims and get Eduardo Essex in there, ripe tomatoes, Jeff. Just create all these characters and put them in The Sims, and then just see what happens. Nice one, Zarek. I have streamed The Sims. I have years ago. Time. We had who was it, guys? That when we played The Sims, who was it who made a hostile takeover bid on somebody else's girlfriend? I can't remember his name. Alcinor, thank you for 40 months double top. Oh, Jeff Jefferson, of course. We had Jeff Jefferson. Was he the one that did the hostile takeover? Like, basically kept visiting somebody else's house and made moves on somebody's wife or girlfriend, I can't remember which. Ripe Tomatoes is the my female golf player in PGA Tour 2K21. Did it work? Yeah, well, yeah, we got the love bubble thing. You know, things happen under the sheets, and that was that. Yeah, there was a Bob, wasn't there, as well? Bob Jefferson. Oh, that was a cop car. That was a cop car. Hey. Yeah, sorry about that, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the characters I had. One of them was going down to university and training to do psychiatry or something. The other one kept going off to the woods and doing like weird pagan party things. One was lazy, just couldn't get out of bed. And then I think somebody died in the swimming pool, but that's normal for The Sims. Well, it's normal for me because I tend to remove the ladders. How does The Sims handle now it's free to play? Go to people who actually paid. Is it free to play? I thought I thought The Sims looks like paid for DLC. Or if they made the base game free to play and then just left everything as DLC. Oh man, you just play for the DLC now. Fair enough. I mean, I think I played it via, what's it called? EA Access or something? The monthly subscription thing, I played it that way. All the DLC is $900. Just unbelievable. So the game's free, but they have $900 worth of content that you can pay for. You can see the model, can't you? It's an absolute cash rinse. Well, the core game is free. Unlike Train Sim, they want you to buy the game and the DLC. Well, it's not really like World of Tanks at all, is it? You can't, like, in World of Tanks, you can grind your way through most of the tanks, all the non-premium stuff. There's nothing to stop you grinding your way right through the game and getting a level 10 tank. Nothing. If you play free-to-play Sims, you can't play content you don't pay for. Oops. Somebody mentioned it. I remember the 60-second timeout days. Oh, Tom's playing plates up now. And so's Sommy and so's Pups, and they're all in a room in Discord. Hardly stalking if you're sat in a room, is it? Yeah, not watching the stream now. Although Sammy's here. Technically he is. Technically. The MSC days, oh no! Wait, if I put my summer car, if I get timed out, if I put MSC, oh, dang it. Such a shame. What's this thing here? Yeah, it's weird that Roman as a moderator actively encouraging that kind of behaviour. That's awesome. Thanks, Ron. Haven't really heard much from that game. Yeah, it's dead, isn't it? It's clearly dead. He's gone off doing my winter car and now he's not finished anything. So who knows what's going on. What was supposed to leave early access? Oh, Phillips. No. My summer car was supposed to complete in 2020. That's what was supposed to happen. 2020 was supposed to finish. And now we're at the end of 2022 and it still hasn't finished. It kind of feels like he doesn't know how to finish a game now. Like, has anybody actually heard from the developer? Does he actually say anything? Like what his plan is? Yeah, he's taking the money and run, I think. I think when we went into COVID, he pretty much stopped doing stuff. Wait, let me stop and then change the lights. That'd be perfect. Salty, thank you for 9 months. Uh-oh, I'm in the wrong lane. No. I don't want to go left. It's not going to let me in. If I stay in this lane long enough, I'll be able to turn left. You think he's working on a winter car in science? I don't know. I think it's wishful thinking. I think he's probably not doing it anymore. He's moved on, quite possibly. Last update, 1st of October. What was that, like a patch? A tiny patch? El Rio, that was it. Yeah, I don't know where that is on the map. It's quite a bit further on, I think. Right at the end of this. Long road. Yeah, and he's probably done DX11 update because he had to. Last update on the official website is January saying player can now easily check brake, clutch and radiator fluid levels. Yeah, I think it was Sommy that was saying that's the one thing that irritated him the most was the whole kill yourself on the 12-volt battery thing. Yeah, but Photon, I mean... Sorry you got timed out by the bot, by the way, but that's... If you're a YouTuber and you build your channel on one game, especially an indie game, I don't know what to say, but if that game, like you say, stops being developed, your views collapse, you've got to move on. It's just a simple risk problem. That's a bug. That's why I stayed away from doing that. Like, I didn't want to just build one thing. I can't go that way. What am I doing? It said turn right, but it's not turn right there. It's turn right here. I was following him. About the game. Yeah, I'm not so sure that guy's going to be a great interviewee. Unless you can talk Finnish. I think he indulged himself a bit too much. I think it was a social thing for him. Like, he wanted to make a challenging game, which he did. And then he just kind of progressively made it more and more tedious in places. Just to see if people would keep playing almost. It almost felt a little bit self-destructive. The prison was the worst. The prison, like, once he brought the prison in, and you had to sit in it for, like, real time, 2 hours... Like, well, I'm not paying for that. I'm not paying for a game that's just going to put me in a room for 2 hours. That's not fun. No matter which way you look at it, it's not fun. Yes, penalise the player for, dumping sewerage everywhere, fine. The whole wasp thing was stupid. You'd be driving along the road and a wasp would fly through the window and kill you instantly. Not even like a chance of dying, it's just instant death. Because you've got this wasp allergy. Stupid stuff outside of your control. Yeah, then the regular car inspections. Then he had the rally going both ways. Then he kept tuning the road so that it was almost impossible to get a good speed. Then he made the competition even faster than you, so you couldn't even get in the top 3. So you ended up losing money. Because it was really hard. Like, really hard. Like in the early days, you could do a rally run. There was no rally cars. It was just a one-way trip. The road wasn't too bad. And you could put in a half-decent time. So he just like progressively took all the things that made it fun and casually removed them. And then added more and more stuff that just... made it tedious. Where's the viewpoint? Exactly, Ross, but that's exactly what I'm saying. That's another thing that he took away. Like, I had a lot of fun taking the honey truck to the churchyard and dumping it in the churchyard or putting it on people's gardens, it was all part of the fun. But he just, took that away. Said, no. You'll be taxed. And then people say, why don't you play it anymore? Well, maybe that's why. I'm going to snip for a bio break, I'm afraid. That coffee's gone through me. Yeah, setting your house on fire. I mean, And then the electric bill. Remember that, when he brought in electric bills?